Hello, my name is Katie Weston. I am a freelance artist and children's book illustrator, and today I'm going to be leading you through a Bob Ross inspired painting tutorial. We are going to use acrylic paints. I am going to run the colors across the screen here. In a few moments, you are going to see me in a different outfit, different hair, because I started this painting last night and I had an issue with my camera and I did not record the introduction. I began with a blank canvas. I painted the canvas white, and then I went in with some bright yellow and then some red. And we are going to travel back in time in 3, 2, 1. We're back. I'm putting this orangey color and I'm gonna mix it in with the yellow as it goes down because we're making like a sunset. Lovely, lovely. And we're gonna do the exact same thing at the bottom. I sure hope you're all painting along with me. Next, I'm just gonna go in with some pink. Ooh, so pretty. I do love me some pink, I tell you what. Oh, maybe I should. Is that better? I think that's better. I said I've been like this, I've been like this. That's okay, that's fine. Yay, okay. I love the colors, I love the colors. Now, we are going to go in with some purple. We're just gonna go above the pink. Now, this would all blend much easier if we were using oil paint, but this is acrylic. Oil paint is tremendous. Bob Ross was the master. This is just my homely interpretation of Bob Ross's majesty using acrylic. Now I'm just gonna add in a touch of this dark blue in the corners, just like that. And then we've got a beautiful range of colors. Next, we are going to make mountains. So we're gonna get our painting knife and we are going to grab some of our blue paint, get it by the edge of your knife and cut across so you have a little roll of blue. Here's the exciting part. So we're gonna go wherever we want the peak of our mountain to be. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna touch it on the canvas and I'm gonna drag it down. Ready? And then we're gonna do the same thing a couple times. So all we're really worried about right here is the edges of the mountain. And maybe there's some valleys in there, so it goes a little bit down more. Who knows? Anything could happen. Grab our paintbrush, take the blue that we just put on there, use crisscross strokes to kind of blend it down. Then we get to add the highlights of the mountain. Get a layer of white, some pink, put it on top of there. Got a layer of pink, red, well, maybe some yellow. So we're gonna start from up here and we're going to very lightly, like a whisper on the canvas. That's what Bob Ross says, whisper it and let it go very lightly. Just kind of cut across the canvas. Now we're gonna do shadows, shading, purple, blue, mix them together. So we're back. Let's put some land in the back. Put a little bit of brown on the paintbrush. Dab, 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 dab. My high school art teacher, Mrs. Newtsman, taught me to always make noises whenever you're, painting. It's always important to add your own sound effects. And it really helps. Now we're gonna go in and put a little bit of green on top of it, adding some highlights to the bushes. So now that we've got some highlights, to grab the paint that's still wet and pull it down quickly. Ready? And isn't that special? Now we're gonna go back to our painting knife. I'm so pale. I'm going to go in with some white. So I'm going to use my palette and I'm going to grab a little bit of white just on the edge of this knife. And we're just going to kind of seesaw, swipe our way through and cut across and make a water line. Okay, so now we've got kind of a water line. It looks a little bit more like water now. Next thing we're gonna do is add bushes. Let's start with the brown again. And as it gets lower, lay off the brown and go into some green. There's some grass. So we've got that. Now we are gonna go in for a tree. Let's put a tree in there. Some more of the dark brown. From about yay high, I'm going to pull my paintbrush all the way up to the top. Here we go. All the way to the top.
All the way to the top.
Y'all can do this. It just takes faith, hope, and pixie dust. When in doubt, paint it out. Remember that the tree trunk doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You know, it's nature and nothing in nature is perfect. Oh no, it's okay, it's fine, I don't care. I don't care what they say anymore, this is my painting. Go ahead with your own painting, leave me alone. It's my painting. Every tree needs a friend. That's what Bob Ross says, and so I'm gonna start from down here and we're gonna add a friend on the other side of this tree. Remember, try not to judge yourself in these paintings. Everyone loves to be like, I can't even draw a stick figure. I bet you could, actually, I bet you could. Even if you can't draw a stick figure, that's irrelevant. You can paint a masterpiece. I believe in you. Okay, so we got our tree trunk and then a little shorter tree over here. So now we're going to add some branches. I'm using a small little brush now. Don't worry about how straight the branches are. Branches aren't you know, perfectly straight either. They're all crooked and bent. It doesn't matter. My philosophy for painting landscapes with acrylic paint is not unlike Pete the Cat. No matter what you step in, just keep on walking and singing. Because it's all good. Let's do it! Okay, now we're gonna go back with our knife, add some little highlights to the tree, grab some of the white that's on there already, this tannish color, put it on top, just put it on top. Don't mix it too much, don't blend these colors together. Slop it on top of there. Various assorted colors of paint on the edge of this knife. And it's gonna go like this. Okay, here we go. One, and then, oh, okay. And then we're gonna go from here, and then we're gonna go, just go for it. You can do anything. Just kind of, it gives the indication that we have some bark on our tree. You could even add some to the branches if you want. Let's get wild. So we're gonna add some leaves to our tree. So we're gonna use our brush, grab some green, and then just go like this. Ready? We're gonna just make little clumps of leaves. So, yep, all right. No mistakes, only happy accidents. Let's add some highlights to our leaves. Get a little bit of yellow and some of like tan color. Do the same thing just on top. Just add some dabs of this color. We're getting close. We're getting near the end, you guys. We're gonna add some pink flowers or whatever color you want. The flowers could be any color. You can make a flower however you want to make a flower. I don't know. It's a little sloppy, but I'm okay with it. You know, this is where you just get to let your creativity shine. It's a little bit of abstract flowers, and that's okay. That's the beauty of painting. Anytime you think, oh, that doesn't quite look like what I wanted it to look like, you can call it abstract. Once you've finished your painting, you get to sign it. Congratulations, you have finished your Bob Ross inspired acrylic landscape masterpiece. Congratulations. I'm honored to have been with you on this journey, and I hope you had a good time. Don't drink from the paint can. If you're interested in purchasing any one of these, if you're interested in having a class, reach out to me. I specialize in date stamp portraits, which are portraits of people using old-fashioned date stamps of their birthdays, or if it's a couple, I'll do their anniversary. Here is like the stamp that I use. For this date stamp portrait of Dolly Parton, I set my date stamp to her birth date, and then I sketched her out in pencil, and then I went over it with the stamping. I'll go. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye. I don't care what they say anymore, this is my painting. Go ahead with your own painting, leave me alone. Well, there you have it.